Hello, students. This is Mrs. Holler. Today we're going to be talking about niches. Now, depending on where you live in the United States or in the world, a niche may also be called a niche. Both are proper ways of saying the word. So, what is a niche? There's me, Mrs. Holler. What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to show you some pieces of my own niche in my community. Pay attention and see if at the end you can determine what is a niche. Here I am. I teach fourth graders. I teach them different subjects. Right now I'm working online with them, but one day soon I hope to be back in the classroom with them. I'm a mother and a wife, and I love to take care of my family. I like to cook, clean, drive everybody around, shop, and make money. I also am a pet owner, and I feed and provide care for my pets. I live in a blue house with my family in our small town in Loudoun County, Virginia, which is in the United States. I also eat lots of different types of food, fruit, vegetables, and different kinds of meat. Whew! Fortunately, I don't have to worry about something else eating me. On those previous slides, I gave you pieces of my own niche. Can you now figure out what a niche is? A niche is the job or the role that an organism plays in its community. A description of a niche will include the plants, animals, and other living things that an organism interacts with. In my case, that was my students, the people at the grocery store, my own family, friends, even my pets. But all of the parts of an organism's life are also part of its niche, such as where it lives, which is in a house in a small town in Virginia, what it eats, which is all the different kinds of food I mentioned, and what eats it. Fortunately, we're at the top of the food chain. Let's look at the niches of animals that we can find in our own community. Here is a red fox. There are foxes in the backyards of many of us here in our small town in Virginia. So the niche of a fox would include what it eats it, where it lives, and what its role is in the community. A fox eats small animals such as mammals, amphibians, insects, and they also eat fruit. Mosquitoes and black flies can feast on its blood. Larger mammals like wolves can even eat foxes. It lives in a den near the edges of forests. Its scraps of food left behind can also be food for smaller animals. It helps to keep the population of small animals in check by eating some of those smaller animals. Now let's look at the niche of a squirrel. It's also in the community in our backyard, but it has a different niche than the fox. So let's look at what it eats it, where it lives, and what is its role in our community. A squirrel eats nuts and seeds. It, though, can be food for other animals, such as the great horned owl and other carnivorous animals. It lives in a nest in trees in forests. And a squirrel fills an important role by spreading and burying seeds, which later can germinate into trees. So let's review. Think of this question. What helps compose the niche of an animal? That was a trick question. All of these things. What it eats it, where it lives, and what its role is in the community. Niches of all organisms within an ecosystem help to keep it in balance. The animals, plants, and other living things work together to make an ecosystem work. Thank you for watching.